today's program. JCI Mangalore Impact has come up with a different concept of 1 week drive. 5 days there will be different session on different topics every evening 7:10 p.m. The main motto is to encourage the talent of our own members and their profession. For today we have with us JC Gururaj Udupa sir, and the topic he's going to take is what next after 10th or 12th. Now I would like to introduce our trainer, JC Dr. Gururaj Udupa sir. He's a very active member. He's graduated in B.Tech, M.Tech, and is a PhD holder. He's a director of JEET Matrix Academy. Without wasting time, I would like to hand over the floor to our trainer. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So good evening, everyone. So we are gathered here for the session, what next after 10th and 12th. So I would like to thank each and everyone of the JC Impact Mangalore branch to give an opportunity to deliver a lecture on this very important sessions of JC one-day session. And I would like to thank the President Raviraj sir, as well as Chairperson Anisha ma'am, and the President Ganguly, as well as Dattatreya sir, as well as Mrs. Tata. So today I welcome everyone for these sessions. We gathered here different variety of people. I mean to say parents, students, as well as middle-aged people who are working. So this session is helpful for everyone. The information which I like to share with everyone, it will be one or the other day it will help. As at present, it will most helpful for the student as well as parents. And for middle-aged people are working. They completed education and they are working. So they can suggest or guide the new generation with more information. So I like to welcome everyone who gathered for these sessions, and everybody have a confusions at this level in these education systems. As a parents, you people are worried about your kids, what kind of education I supposed to give. Similarly, as a student, you have a confusions, especially students on the turning point at 10 as well as 12. You are mostly confused state. So our education system is divided in 3 levels. One is lower level, one is middle level, and one is higher level. So 1 to 7 is a lower level, and 8 to 12 is a middle level, and after 12 is a higher level. The lecture will flow as per the planned way, the exposure to education system and how to choose your course and exposure to different courses, and how to identify you and your course and your dream and courses, how to plan your foundations and important steps to reach your goal, and information about different competitive exams. And these are the main confusions everybody have, either parents or the students. Most of the people, they confused to understand what's supposed to you plan and how to reach your goals. We have dreams. I want to become something at the end of the career. So, but we are confused. Example, I could say. So many people are saying when they are in the student time, I want to become a IPS officer, DC, like that. So many scientists. I used to visit many schools and colleges. First time I'm asking everyone, what your dream? So many people says so many dreams, but I'm sure that they don't have an idea how to go and how to reach. So even parents have a dreams to give a good education to their children. Similarly, students have a dreams. I want to achieve something. But as we grow up, our dreams are keep changing. Example, when I was a kid, I want to become a lorry driver because it is a very passion. When they drive a lorry, it is very passion for me. So I thought I want to be a lorry. But as I grow, the dreams are changed such that I learned mechanical engineering and I put effort to design a vehicle, automobiles. This is how your ideas change and your prospect will change as you grow up. But main important thing is the three levels of your education. First level, second level, as well as third level. The first level education will be very simple. It will be 1 standard to 7 standard. So I would like to suggest everyone, you choose any school which is nearer to, so that it will be very access to students as well as parents. And there is no need to think much. Okay, the school should contain a basic facility and good teachers. Similarly, getting to the middle school, and a lot of confusions will happen, especially 10th and after 10th. So many parents, many students will confuse which school I supposed to join or which college is good. So usually parents gathering information with everyone so that their children should study in the best school. So they're trying to locate which school provide the maximum facility. Similarly, students are like to join where they get the good education. So the last level is higher school. So where the degree, masters and PhD if you want pursue. So my sincere suggestion is to you choose a school which is very nearer to your place, as well as it should have a good facility, because these places will give a direction. The final achievement is your own self achievement. Nothing can get from the college or paying big fees or some different expectation. You cannot expect more from the teacher. So only thing is good teachers. For example, I invested only hardly 500 rupees in this all education. So I proud that our India is the best country for education, where you can reach top level without any single rupees. I sincerely admit myself till 12th, I just spent only 500 rupees for my education. I got very good education. After my 12 standards, most of the degrees like engineering, M.Tech and PhD, Government of India sponsored me 5,000 during my M.Tech as well as 30,000 during my PhD. Most of the time I didn't know how to spend that money. So the Government of India spending on you if you are a merit student. So big amount they're spending in education. So you should utilize. My sincere advice is you spend time to learn as well as to be master yourself in any particular area, wherever the field you are chosen. And definitely Government of India will spend money to get a good education. So most of the time, people are interested to get into foreign countries. My sincere advice is after their degrees. So my sincere advice to everyone, so till degree, India is the best place where you can keep your concept very strong in any area of education. Only for masters and PhD, you can get into the foreign countries. Only thing is, they have a very good facility compared to our even in India, for example, few places like Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Science, which is located in Bangalore, or NIT in Surathkal. So they are the premier institute where you can get lot of facilities. Example, when I do my research in NIT Surathkal, I need supposed to have one machine which will get a micro photograph of any company. It will cost nearly 75 lakhs, more than 75 lakhs. That we can get only in a premier institute. So this is how our system goes. So my sincere advice is only for masters and PhD. In case if you are getting good stipend, sponsorship from the college in foreign university, only you get. Don't spend money by taking a loan from the bank and spending, and it is not advised. You you prepare yourself what the requirement. for the foreign university and apply and get the good opportunity, and then only you can admit to any university. If not, by paying lakhs of amount and getting degree from foreign country, and it is useless. So my sincere advice is, so these three levels you supposed to choose very carefully. These three places is a turning point. Now the thing is, you and your dream, how you can plan. So important thing is, aspects is, there are two methods are there. You can choose your course on based on your ability. First thing is Indian method, that is read your birth chart and get a particular direction. When I say this, many people laugh. Is it possible? I could conclude with one simple example. Today is a full moon day. Our ocean seas waves are affected with the gravitation force of moon. So this is a science we are admitted. Similarly, our body contains more than 99% of water. Obviously, it will affect our force of gravitations on our body. So this is a one things I would like to share. So how this will work out, because we are the Indian, we believe astrophysics. Our ancient rishis are developed very wonderful astrophysics, and you believe it or not, today many more countries are working on it. How they decided which planet affect the human at what time, and our Indian great rishis planned and given a chart how it will affect. So by reading a proper birth chart with experienced astrologer, it is most important, because we have a n number of permutation combinations. He should be experienced. The second one is international method, that is DMI, dermatographic multiple intelligence technique. This is especially developed by the foreign countries, USA, Germany, China. You might have observed most of the Olympic Games, many medals are taken by these countries by using this technique. They used our fingerprints. They're taking the fingerprints on a machine and applying to that software. So our fingerprints are the reflections of our right lobe of head as well as left lobe of heads. So where you can identify what exactly your talents. So whether you are good at singing, or whether you're good at your sports, or whether you're good at other skills. You can identify your skills by reading your fingerprints, and the proper analysis of these fingerprints will give a right direction where you can get it. So these two methods, clubbing these two methods, give you a right solution. Example, myself, when I was right after my degree, engineering, I joined for a company. So after a year of working, I felt this field or this place is not suits my dreams or my ideas. So later I started finding this chart and this DMIT and try to club. I found that I can teach well. So right after that, again, once, so I have option to get into the higher education. I didn't know whether, because on my status on those days, I'm not able to get into the higher stage. I cannot spend money also. But later I found that I have options, that yoga, that I can get into the higher studies. So I put an effort by joining NITK as a lecturer. Then I spent time on books. I learned myself to clear the GATE exams so that I could be able to clear the GATE exam. Then I got a seat in M.Tech. Then I pursued PhD even with the same college. Today, and during my M.Tech, I started my issued JEET Matrix Academy. So where I could teach, where I can inspire most of the students for JEE joint entrance exam as well as national entrance eligibility test for to the different students. These things I got with these ideas. So I can be a businessman, but I cannot do every business. I can do well only in the education sector. This is the identification I got. This is one example. Similarly, recently one student came, there'll be problems. He want to become a CA, but at home, his grandmother like to, he should be become an engineer, most of the people. And his father and mom have a confusion because clearing CA is very difficult. They know. But similarly, getting engineering, he has only one son and if he leave this place and get into any company, it is a very difficult for. Finally, these two methods help them to identify his strength, what he can do. So one small turning point, we got that we have a Nipuna Yoga. Similarly, he have good at maths also. Nipuna Yoga means you can do well in the bank sector as a accountant, so many things. So that will suit his CA dreams. So this is a conclusion we found. Finally, we admitted that guy, the student, to commerce sessions. This is how you can analyze yourself and your course, your dream, everything with these two techniques. And this is very helpful, not only identify your course as well as your career in future. So that this is a, there are so many examples I could give. So this is how you can plan your goals as well as your dreams. Similarly, to achieve these dreams, there are few things. So once you identify, as I said at the beginning, so we have, everybody have a dreams to become big things. Parents have a dream their kids to become, get into foreign countries, to become a DC or something like this, or scientist. Even if you have a ask student, they have a dreams. But our foundation, we are lagging in the most of the time. Foundation means home culture. So you should develop, as a parents, you should develop a home culture. Similarly, as a student, you should develop culture at your home. So this is a basic needs. Okay, so wherever you are there, so even you finished your education, you develop a culture. This culture make a sense, and it will give a concrete base for your future careers. Example, getting up early, like 4:30. So you're supposed to sleep at 11:30 to 4:30. This is ideal time, 5 hours sleep. Then rest of the 4:30 to 11:30, you're supposed to plan. So what you're supposed to do? So two things you must to add. One is you have to perform little yoga, pranayama, and anything exercise. You can use a skipping exercise or anything, so that your body will be warm up at the morning sessions. And if you add little yoga, okay, now the whole world looking at Indian technique, that is yoga and pranayama. Why I am insisting these two things is, many students and many parents have a complaints. My son never sit more than half an hour. Our students will say, sir, I don't have a concentration. So suddenly I am focusing to different place. So to avoid this yoga and pranayama with most helpful. So you don't scare that I don't know yoga. It's a simple Surya Namaskara. You can find from anywhere, even in YouTube. 12 times you do pranayama, Surya Namaskar. Then you perform a simple pranayama, like closing your left nostril and take a long breath and keep it inside for 2 seconds. Then exhale from the right nostril. So this is a simple things you can do for 10 minutes, or 12 Surya Namaskar, it will take 10 minutes. So 20 minutes you spend for exercise. By doing this, it will give a mental stability, or as well as it will improve your concentration. Similarly, the prayer. Prayer is the most important thing, I believe. This will give a huge mental stability for everyone. Many people nowadays, old generations, I used to get up early and I used to do prayer, minimum 20 minutes. So you don't need to know many things, but simple sloka, you can do it for 108 times, it will make a sense. By doing these prayers, which will give a lot of, it will remove a lot of obstacles and give a lot of energy. And most of the time, I still remember many students, they miss their opportunity with this lack of mental state. There'll be one simple story I could share with you. This is from a Mahabharata. You might have heard this story, but I'll tell you how exactly it will help. So during the Swayamvara of Draupadi, so Krishna and Arjuna, they go into the Swayamvara, and Arjuna asks after the Swayamvara, as a friend, how you helped to win this Swayamvara? Krishna smiles and says, because Arjuna says, everything I did, but how you helped? Krishna says, I stopped the water in the bowl. See this beautiful answer. So that is not in the hold of Arjuna. It is something different. So what I'm trying to say is, whatever you perform, whatever you do in your life, there'll be some different forces there which will help you. For example, you are performing 12 years, working hard to get into any competitive exam. The day you are getting a headache, so you are not able to perform, or you are just sleeping and you are fall and you are injured and you are not able to perform. So this is such an incident many times happened with my students. And instead of the parents, even I cried as a teacher, because all the hard effort, 2 years effort, he missed just by a headache or the small incidents. So such controls, I believe that God will control and help you if you daily do prayer, as well as that help you to get a good concentration. Apart from this, you're supposed to practice. Minimum 3 hours practice requires what you study. So this is a most important and very interesting factor, because everybody says my son got 98% and he got 100 in maths. So many parents says, as well as students says when they clearing the exams, usual board exams. But when they're getting to competitive exams, I ask how much their rank is in lakhs, after lakhs. So why? The question, even parents says, okay, he studied well every day, but he not able to get a good rank. This is it. Why? Because he not remembered what he studied. So he forgot what he studied. For example, I would like to ask one question. So do you remember the tables now? Till 2 to 20. So either many people might have raised a hand, they can, but I could ask one more question. Okay, can you tell me from the top to bottom as well as bottom to top? So most of the people now they're lowering their hands. This is what I'm insisting. Or any periodic table in your books, in chemistry book, there are 108 elements are there. If you ask, so do you remember 108 that you learned in the 9th standard, but today if I ask, you are not able to remember. This is the main mistakes. What we studied in the previous class, we are not remembering. That will be a big mistakes, because you are not practicing at right time. Today, what we studying in the previous class or previous day or after the exam, we have failed to recollect. So I insist everyone should practice daily 3 hours what you studied. But in Indian techniques, if you read Vedas and all, if you get into the next class, he's supposed to submit what he studied. So this is how it will work. You apply our method so that you practice yourself well. Daily practice, it is the most important thing to achieve the success. So once this foundation is clear, the next level is very interesting. Choosing the right course. For example, right after 10th, now you are getting to the 10th, so you have a lot of confusion as a parents as well as student. So you could see here, after 10th, what and all you can achieve. So there are a lot of entrance exam in the right side. 11th standard, you could see there will be like AIMS is there, AIT is there, BITSAT is there, JEE is there, as well as so many exams, ISAT and ISR and IPAT, ISI, NATA, NEET, BT. So list of exams you can see after your 12th. So this part I'll come in the later part. But these are exams you're supposed to write right after the 12th. Now, if you see the 10th standard, okay, you have 5 options. One, you can do the polytechnic, okay, by diploma, or the paramedical diploma, or ITI course. Similarly, apprenticeship programs, and there are a lot of government jobs, railway jobs, defense jobs. I listed in a one sheet. I can share you in the later stage, so that many places you can get in and you can write exams. So I would like to concentrate the 2 main places, diploma as well as job oriented course, 6-month course, 1 year course. So I would like to emphasize 2 places, that after the 10th, if your economy is not good, okay, I could give you with one best example how we can reach that top. So there was one girl, okay, in the Suratkal region only. So they are very poor family. They asked, sir, I want to be a doctor, but it is very difficult because they are from the village side, poor family, nothing doing. Okay. There is no money at all. So I suggested you do the nursing course, 1 year course. She performed a 1 year nursing course. You believe it or not, with some contacts of family members, she traveled to Israel to take care of old age people. So you see how the beauty, one dream, small dream, make a big impact. So she worked for 3 years. She got a good money. Okay. Then she back and she learned her 11th and 12th. She got a seat in KMC. You believe it or not, today she again got a job and she is working as a scientist in Israel. This is a one beautiful example I could see. Even you don't have anything, you can achieve more. Similarly, if you come into the diploma part, so there is one institute is there. In Nantur, we have a government diploma college. You can get into any courses. Or in our Kulai, there one more diploma college. You don't need to spend one single rupees also. There is government GTTC, government tool and training centers. This is a 3 years course where you can perform the tool and training. And here also one student got, many student doesn't know there'll be a course like this in our near place. Only it requires 10th good marks. So once you get in, that guy got into GTTC, he performed well. Then he got into Toyota Kirloskar Mysore. From there, he in Bangalore, then he performed the evening college in engineering. Today, he is working in a Japan multinational company. See, the small transformation of proper. Similarly, there are a lot of courses are there like biotechnology, automobiles, fashion technology, marine, mechanical, plastic. There will be secret courses there in EC and polymer course. There are many courses we are not at all looking. Rubber technology, textile technology, all. So many sincere advice these colleges, government colleges, they are very good facility training and definitely and very minimal cost. I mean to say, you can 1,000 or 5,000, you can finish and you can use later in any stage. These are the courses. Many more courses you can see here. Architecture. If I want to describe all these things, separate sessions, and there will be a lot of distance education you can do right, and you can do very well. If you get into 12th standard, there are a lot of courses are there. So you could see here, I listed out many more things in the one chart itself: UG program, BSc programs, engineering programs, medical programs, allied health assistance. For example, when you say, sir, I health science, I don't want to become a doctor. Yes, definitely. You can do the rest of the course. Like you can do nursing, you can do lab technique. All courses I listed. And believe me, for every courses, there will be a government qualification. If you are a meritorious student, if you write a competitive exams in the 11th, 12th, right after 12th, definitely you can get into the government schools. So I can list out government schools in, around the India. Many more, especially if you observe the engineering sector, there are exams are there. So for example, in Suratkal, NIT is the National Institute of Technology. So if you want to get into this college, you are supposed to write joint entrance exam, mains as well as joint entrance exams. If you write advanced, you can get into National Indian Institute of Technology. So these colleges, when I visit many schools and colleges, I used to ask, do you write JEE? I get the spontaneous answer, sir, exams are tough. Now the question is exams are tough? Not at all. So if exams are really tough, how everyone will clear every year, any exams. But important thing you supposed to know is any one post in any government college. So there'll be 20 aspirants. There'll be many people are looking or trying to get into that seat. For example, I could give one more simple example. I could ask a simple question: how much 2 plus 2? It is 4. Everyone know. Now the same question, if I ask the audience with a one single prize, because everybody knows the answers. Okay, this is how the exams. Everybody knows the answer. The important thing is how fast you are giving answers. So out of the audience, if I ask the same question with a single prize, I can give only one. This is means to say one post. Okay. So it means to say that rest of the people doesn't know the answers. So they can also know the answers. Similarly, your preparation not to the mark. You're supposed to practice 100 times or 1,000 times so that you will be master in any work or any topic, so that your any exams you can crack easily. So this is how you are. Most of the time people say exams are tough and parents are thought exams are tough. Nothing like that. It is most of the time your preparation is not the mark, as well as your understand. Similarly, if you are looking to engineering and medical, many people, students have a dream to become a scientist. There are a list of colleges. I listed only few. There are many more. I can share you later. There will be colleges like Indian Institute of Technology, National Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Space Technology, Indian Institute of Science and Research, National Defense Academy. For every these colleges, you're supposed to write joint entrance exam mains as well as joint entrance exam advanced. Once you prepare for this higher exams, rest of the exams are very easy. CET, common entrance exam will be very easy, as well as common as well as rest of the exams, whichever the university conduct, you can do well with. Similarly, if you want to get into the top medical colleges like NEET and AFMs, NEET, if you write, even you can get into our own college here, KMC, as well as the most college around India. Similarly, one more exam, AFMs, Armed Force Medical System. So if you write, this is a 5 to 6 years course, and it is a very prestigious course from the defense sectors where you can serve India by become a doctor. So these are the simple things. Two things I mentioned. Similarly, many more things, and these two things we are training in our institute, JEE Mains and NEET. And till now, I started this training during my age of since 2004, and I trained many students, and many are now and working as a scientist in a different place, and two are working here only in our ISRO. They got into IAS, Indian Institute of Science and Space Technology in Thiruvananthapuram, and they are working in the ISRO. And 5 students are working abroad. One is two in USA, and 2 are in Germany, and many more places in outside the country. And 2 are in the defense sector. And many students are becoming good doctors. I'm proud that all my effort, what I chosen my career as a teacher, I did very well, because the smiles I could see from the parents as well as the students by achieving the great ranks and got into premier institute like NITs as well as IITs and top medical colleges. And I conclude my remarks with 5 important things: be bold, be creative, be confident, be responsible, and be passionate with your work. And just think big, reach your perfection, you will land in excellence. And finally, I could say, what I hear, I forget; what I see, I remember; what I do, I understand. You do your work very sincerely, put effort very hardly, definitely you can understand what you study. So by concluding these remarks, I wish you all the best and all the success. And I could say, any doubts regarding this education, please contact me anytime. Free counseling sessions and free everything, we can serve you, because India is a great country where you can get everything free. So this is a very interesting fact that only free meals can get in only in the India, in the world. Similarly, we are here to help you. And JCI Mangalore Impact is a place where we serve the people or the society with a great passions. And I would like to say, I'm proud I am the part of JCI Impact Bank. And I would like to thank each and everyone, especially President Raviraj sir, Deepak Ganguly, founder president, as well as Anisha ma'am, to give an opportunity to deliver a small lecture so that I can share my experience and information with all you people. Similarly, I would like to thank Mrs. and Mr. Dattatreya to give an opportunity to do these sessions